look you up? Why would I? Would you would have looked me up?
Yeah.
For what?
Okay,
And what
you're
would
my
you
soulmate.
say? Keep in mind though, you're the only one with the dream. So what are you about to say to me?
Just keep tabs on you.
What? Keep tabs on me?
Yeah.
Was poking a thing still a thing back there on Facebook? Where
What?
you could poke somebody on Facebook?
I
You would
think.
have poked me?
Hell yeah.
Hell no.
Trying to get poked
Keep
back.
tabs on me?
Yeah.
At 15, you nasty motherfucker. Trying to get poked back? I caught that. Trying to get poked back. Mama Angela. Oh, you can't do nothing now. I mean, we're already out there. So what are we trying to say? Because the advice we're giving each other is leading to a path where we don't meet. So what are you trying to say?
I said I'm keeping tabs on you from when I was 15. So we
No,
gonna
this
meet.
is two different scenarios. Either you go back to 15 or you get to go back and talk to your 18-year-old. You don't get to have both.
Oh, well, I choose 15.
No. You chose 18 in this scenario. So we're trying to say, don't take the leap year. So you don't take the leap year, and you go back to school and you get your, what's after this, master's, graduate. You get your graduates or whatever. So what?
So, Squabbler, what's squabbing? Oh, we gonna make a new term. What's squabbing?
Let me know how y'all like that. What's squabbing?
What's squabbing, squabblers? Yeah. Get at me. Let's get into it. The way I act.
If I were a random person on the street and I came up to you and said, I have a proposition for you, I could either give you $20,000 for free right now. You don't have to do anything. Or I can give you $200K, but you have to guess the number in my head between 1 and 5. And if you get it right, you get $200K. If you don't get it right, you get nothing. Are you taking the 20 or are you taking your chances with the $200K?
Knowing my luck, I'm taking a 20.
All right, fair enough. If it were flipped and you offered me that, I'd take the $200K. And then whether I guess the number or not, I just got $220K. Because there's no way in fucking hell you're about to come to me. I can give you $20K right now. I got it in the car. And you finna just walk away.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fuck? Like, something's going to happen to you. I'm not saying I'm going to do it. But something's going to happen to you.
I have a question for you, but you have to be a girl.
Okay.
Okay, so you're a woman. Would you rather you're married?
I'm a married woman.
You're a married woman.
Okay.
Would you rather your husband cheat on you and have a baby? Or cheat on you with a man?
Cheat on me and have a baby.
Okay, that's fair.
What about you?
I honestly don't know. And the funny thing is, I asked my coworkers this at like 10 o'clock in the morning. It's now 6:30, and I still don't have an answer because they're both awful.
Well,
I don't know. I don't want either.
Why couldn't I be a man? You could have said, have your wife cheat on you and get pregnant by somebody else, or have your wife cheat on you and be with a girl.
Because the stigma around men being with men is different than the stigma around women being with women.
But it's still cheating.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure if I were to ask you the question again and you're a man, would you still rather it be the baby or would you rather it be the girl?
I'd rather it be the baby.
Really?
Because either one, regardless of what gender I am, I'm going to be like, am I not enough to where you had to go? Feel like you had to get it from the opposite sex.
Oh, yeah.
That's a different level of mental overthinking than, you just wanted it from somebody else.
That's fair.
That's me personally, though.
That's fair.
So, would you rather never have a toilet clog on you or never have a power outage in your area ever again, wherever you're at?
Never have a power outage. We have multiple toilets in this house, so.
But still, clogging it is still something you have to deal with.
We ain't got to deal with it. We can call the maintenance people.
They don't do clogged toilets.
Really?
Really. They're gonna tell you to get a plunger and you do it yourself.
Oh, I mean,
It'd
we
have to
ain't
be
never
like
had it, so how
it'd
am I
have to
supposed to
be a
know?
broken toilet. If it's broken, that's different. But clogged could be too much tissue. That's not something you call maintenance for.
I guess.
If you were at somebody, let's say you were at which one of your coworkers have you not met? Like, have you not Chandler's house for the first time?
Mhm.
You're close at work. You go over to his house for the first time. You clog his toilet. Are you gonna ask for the plunger?
Yeah.
Are you gonna let? But that's kind of like letting them know, like, yeah, I just fucked your
I don't
toilet up.
care.
I might not ask.
I don't care. You gonna know I just took a shit, and you gonna know I needed help cleaning it up.
I don't know.
I more than likely wouldn't go to Chandler though. I probably pull Lex aside and be like, "Hey, sis, can I borrow your plunger?"
That's nasty. In this scenario, you're a sensitive person in real life.
Mm-hmm.
You have a close group of friends. I'm one of them in this scenario. We're not married. And a new friend gets introduced.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to the group like, oh yeah, all my like it was like, oh, we should chill, we should do this. All my friends, we like to go to hookah bars. All my friends, we like to go clubbing. All my friends, we like to do this. And you start realizing you're like, I don't like doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know y'all like doing that. So either I'm talking about them and y'all do that without me, or he's talking about other friends and who are these friends?
Yeah.
Would you feel away?
Absolutely. I'm a jealous friend. I be checking Tika because she be coming in the office and calling everybody friend and sis. I'm like, no, don't do that.
But what would you say though?
I mean, what is there to say? Nothing in that moment. I mean, once you are alone with your friend, you can check them then and be like, hey, what was that? When did this change? And do you not see me as a friend? Because I don't do that. So what's really going
That's
on?
just not you're not that friend.
I'm not any friend apparently because all your friends do it.
There's some things we need to clear up on the podcast.
Okay.
We've been getting messages and or comments on the Instagram, not the freaking video. It is two things. One, the last video, I believe, we said, or I said something about something to the effect of there are no kids or something like that watch us, or kids should not be watching us, which is true. So I looked at our YouTube and I'll put it somewhere on the screen, probably right here in between us. We have 0% of our audience is between the ages, I think it's 14 to 17, and then it doesn't go any younger. And then everybody else is obviously older. For the people that are like, oh, you guys are starting to curse a lot, and you guys are starting to do this, we don't have kids that watch us. And if you are, that means you're on your parents' account or you lied to YouTube or Google saying you're older than 17, which makes you an adult, and you need your ass beat. Because I just thought about that. There are two people that just came to my mind that I know are younger or 17 and younger that watch us, and it didn't flag them.
I know the one.
And it didn't flag them.
What's the
I
other
have
one?
2 siblings, nigga.
Oh, I was thinking
Ruby and Johan. The other thing, we got another comment very frequently. One of them was from the people that we have on this podcast on a regular basis saying, y'all don't agree on anything, do y'all? The name of our podcast is Squabble Podcast. Squabble, definition is a quarrel about something petty or trivial. That's why I wanted to do this originally with Eli, and that's what I want to do with you, because we rarely see eye to eye on anything. That being said, on the topic of not seeing eye to eye, I'd be a terrible therapist. Because I'd be so quick to tell somebody that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. And have them go home and think like, oh my goodness, the one person that's supposed to I'm paying to listen to me doesn't even listen to me, and then do something crazier.
Yeah.
So like I'm
actually very surprised at that because of your degree. So okay. Since you say you'd be such a horrible therapist, role play. We're gonna You're gonna be the therapist for Norman Bates.
Like what's going on right now.
Mhm.
He has a therapist.
So role play.
Okay, be Norman then. Why are you sitting like that?
Because I'm Norma.
No, the fuck you're not. You're Norman. You
So you're gonna tell me I'm not Norma?
Okay, I'm sorry. Why are you sitting like that?
Because I'm Norma.
So you think you're your mother?
I don't know my mother. My mother's dead.
What?
Her mother died.
Oh, Norma.
Yeah.
Oh, so you stupid motherfucker. You're confusing me. You think you're Norma. You're Norman. You're Norman Bates. You are a boy. You are a boy.
You look good, doctor.
Hell no. If you say one more thing out of line, I'm going to tell them clinical people to come here and knock you out.
Don't let me get the sheriff.
Yeah, go ahead and come get this crazy motherfucker. Put him in the hold. Thank you. That's it. Okay, let's flip it.
Okay.
Do you think you'd be a good therapist?
I do, actually. I feel like I'm a good listener.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm good about advice, though.
See, that's the thing. You're not supposed to give them advice. You're just supposed to listen to them and help them work through what they're going through. But you don't sit here and say, I think you should do this.
Okay.
You're not. That's what they do on TV, but you're not supposed to do that. If you can only see one color for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Yellow.
Yellow?
Yeah.
You know how rare it is that you come in contact with the color yellow in your day-to-day?
Because it's
So
my
you'd
favorite
see
color,
black and white or
come in
gray?
color with it a lot.
Where?
Everywhere.
So let's walk through just today.
Mhm.
Today, literally. You woke up today. From the moment you woke up, we'll skim straight to your life. At what point did you see your first yellow for the whole day? Where were you? How many hours in? What were you doing?
At like 7, because your mom's bracelet is in my car.
Okay. So you're in the car. You're driving to work.
Mm-hmm.
You get to work. When do you see your next yellow?
Literally, the whole office is yellow.
Okay. And then you got home.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see yellow in here?
In here, probably nowhere but my closet. Oh, it's yellow right here. The lemons.
Okay. You see how limited that is? You hate your job, so you want to leave. So that takes out 90% of your yellow right there. You have my mom's bracelet and those lemons. Those lemons are going to go bad because we're probably not going to use it. We're going to throw them away. And in your closet. Closet and my mom's bracelet. Or the bracelet my mom gave you. You choose yellow? So how are you going to drive? How are you going to know that?
The one on the bottom is green. The one in the middle is yellow. But
if everything's grayed out, how are you going to know that that's the one that's... Unless it's nighttime and that one's brighter than the rest. When it's daytime, how are you going to know that that is the...
By following the traffic.
All right. That's dangerous. What came first? The color orange or the fruit? In your opinion?
The color.
I say the fruit. That's crazy.
What?
I say this is the fruit, and then we're like, this, however they came with the word, this is orange.
Mm-hmm.
And then they mixed red and yellow together, and we're like, that looks just like that fruit. So it's orange. I feel like they're, I'm sorry.
I feel like orange was first because it's like, you can't really, I mean, you can create color by mixing the two, but orange was already a thing before you mixed it with red and yellow. Like, it was already a color. So
you're arguing
standalone.
that it's the fruit. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not arguing that it's the fruit. I'm saying that orange was a color standalone without mixing red and yellow. Like, orange is just a color.
The fruit hanging off the tree was there before they started messing this ink or whatever, however, if it was ink or clay or whatever, before they mixed that, I feel like there was fruit hanging off a tree and they were like, this is going to be called a orange before they even had it in the color.
So you mean to tell me
is called a orange. And then when they mixed this, they were like, this color looks just like that. So this is already called an orange. So this is not orange.
So you mean to tell me that before the fruit orange was created, nothing else was the color orange?
There's the orange, the fruit. I
said before the fruit was created, there's nothing else the color orange.
In my head, the fruit was there were definitely fruits way before. They started mixing colors and shit. That's what I'm saying. They had. So you're about to say the carrot. The carrot is already called a carrot. They didn't know that it was orange until they saw that this fruit and that color looked the same. So that must be orange. And then they were like, that fruit is a carrot, and it also is the same color as that orange. So it's orange. Only because there's literally fruit around. It depends on what you believe in. There were fruit around way before when them motherfuckers walk around butt ass naked and the whatever the fuck, there were fruit. The only forbidden fruit was the apple in that one tree. There were fruit going around.
Okay, so what about a pumpkin? Already. So what about a pumpkin?
It's orange.
So why didn't they call a pumpkin orange?
Because they already had. I'm sorry. They already had this thing and that comes out of the tree, of orange. Carrot and pumpkin come out of the ground.
Okay. So hear me out. So with your thought process, the color yellow should really be called banana.
No.
What? I mean, literally using your logic.
I wasn't there. I'm just saying maybe they weren't creative. Because of that, the apple would be called red.
Or green.
Oh, okay. Or green. I wasn't there when they made these decisions.
So the color had to come first.
I wasn't there when they made these decisions. So based off your thing, the orange is if the color orange came first before the rest, then they would have just called all that orange. It's the same thing. If you flip it, if the color came first, like, okay, this is gonna be orange. Red and yellow makes orange. And then they found the orange. You're gonna be orange. They found the carrot. You're also gonna be orange. You found this. They made these things first. Or they didn't make them. These things were around because they ate carrots. Then they ate. I don't know about the pumpkin, all the rest of them niggas, but they ate carrots and they ate oranges, and then they realized with this color, they probably sat there and was like, "We can either name this shit carrot or we can name this shit orange." I like orange better.
Why is there nothing that rhymes with orange?
Door hinge. The fuck? Door hinge. The thing, right? It's just how you say it.
What?
I'm done here. You know what I hate?
That's crazy.
You know what I hate?
What?
And I know you don't like the word hate, but I actually hate it.
What?
When people ask, "Can I ask you a question?" You
just
asked me a question.
Yeah, it's a dumbass question.
Yeah, I didn't say all that.
It is a
dumbass question?
Yes.
Wow. You know what else I hate about that? The fact that 9 times out of 10 when somebody said, "Can I ask you a question?" they're going to ask you something you don't want to do. Or they're going to ask you some shit. Because it's like that stigma where it's like if they knew it was something you would agree with or like, they would have just asked you like, "Hey, you want to go to the store?" But if it's something like, "Can I ask you a question?" What is it? Can you do this for me? It's like you already knew that the person probably didn't want to do it, so you prompted them first to see like what kind of mood they were in, which makes them in a bad mood. Nobody wants to be asked.
That kind of gives me the same energy of somebody reaching out, "Hey, are you busy on whatever day?" Like that entirely depends on what you're about to ask me to do. I might be busy, I might not. What do you have planned?
I just say yes.
Okay.
And then they'll be like, "Oh, okay, I was going to ask you to do this." Then it becomes, "Oh, let me see if I can move things around to fit that."
Okay, yeah.
Then it gives me the power. It's like, either I'm still busy, which I already told you, so it doesn't matter if I go to your thing or not, and I'm even looked at even better because I moved things around to be at your event or wherever you want to go to. Speaking of how people talk, saying respectfully does not give you a blanket statement to say whatever you want. You know who I know that says that? My brother. My brother be like, respectfully? Yeah, he does. That's dumb as fuck. And I'm like, how does that? There's no respect in that.
Yeah, that's like saying "but" in a statement.
How?
Like if you're okay, let's say me and you were talking. I love the way you look at me, but like that just negated everything I said before.
I would just think you're a pirate. I love the way you look at me, but
what?
You're an idiot. What you said? "I love the way you look at me, but," and I said, "I would just think you're a pirate. I love the way you look at me, but." Pirates are me booty, me do.
And I'm the idiot.
Who recommends these Netflix movies for us? I know they do it based off what you watched before, but sometimes, no, actually they have columns where it says, "Because you watched Bates Motel, here's this. Because you watch Ozarks, here's this. Because you watch Outer Banks, here's this. But they also have recommended.
Yeah, I think
recommending this.
There's actually a job.
A recommender?
I'm pretty sure that's not the name of it.
Based off what?
Based off what? What do you mean?
Like, what are they basing that? Because if you already have categories saying based off Base Motel, here's this. Based off Outer Banks, here's it. Based off Thor, here's this. And then you also have recommended. What are you recommending me that you didn't already recommend me from the other shows, the 3 shows I just watched?
If I'm not mistaken, when you originally create your Netflix account, it's clear, right? As you start watching stuff, it knows what type of shows you like. Like, for instance, if you watch a lot of crime shows, then it'll start recommending crime-like shows. Or if you watch a lot of, like, kids shows, it's going to start recommending cartoons and stuff like that. So it's based off of your history.
But that's the same thing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If I watch a lot of crime shows, it's going to give me a category because you just watch NCIS, because you just watch True Blue, because you just watch Suits. That's not a crime. You know what I mean? So then why recommend me this if you just saying, if you give me another category saying, based on what you just watched, here's some recommendations.
Yeah.
And then you're still recommending me blanket statement ass shit.
Okay, I see.
I can get the beginning where like I just say I like comedy, I like sci-fi, and I like fiction. And then you give me recommended. But after a while, after the 5 shows or 5 different movies in a TV series, and you've already recommended me based off, what are you recommending?
Oh, yeah.
That nigga needs to be fired.
Fired? Jesus.
Fired. That's a pointless job. You wake up tomorrow and realize that all this was a dream and now you are 15 again. What's the first thing that you're doing?
Investing and trying to figure out a way to, start revenue, because working
at 15.
Yes.
I don't even know.
It's 8
at
to 5,
15, I feel like realistically, me, not you. At 15, I would just be like, that's a crazy dream. Because how else would I have known that, oh, this is my future, this is this. All I know is I woke up and I feel like I had a dream about me in the future. But how do I know that that's a real glimpse into my future? At 15, I feel like I've just been like, that was a crazy dream.
That's insane, actually. Think of you going back to when you're 15, knowing what you know now. Would you look me up?
At 15 years old?
Mm-hmm.
No. I've seen your pictures when you were 15.
Oh, wow. Fuck you very much.
I'm being honest. 15? Okay, where are you at 15? In Gwinnett?
Move along.
Where are you in 15? In Gwinnett?
No.
Look you up for what?
Move along.
You had where are you at 15? No, let's have a conversation. Where are you at 15? What city?
Ellenwood.
And I'm in Gwinnett. Hell no. How? For what? Maybe at Clayton State. That second year. If I remember the dream by then, because that's 5 years or 4 years from then. So it's like, Brittany, man, let me see. She's at this school. But even then, what would that do for me? Because what you went through at that time and what I was doing at that time did not align. I'm 99.9% sure the fact that my roommate was your space buddy, I've seen you before. And you've seen me before. But we just obviously never spoke. Probably as small as that campus is big, but as small as that campus, we've crossed paths. We've been in the same vicinity before. If I've hung around Big Mike and that was your party partner or whatever you want to call it, space partner, it just wasn't meant to be. Why force it? You wouldn't have looked at me when you were in a relationship.
That's why I said at 15. I wasn't in a relationship at 15.
But I'm saying maybe I would have in college, but at 15, no.
Oh, okay.
At 15, were you not in a relationship?
No.
Well, if you're 15, it's different though. Because when I say you go back to 15, I also go back to 15. So you're 14 in my timeline.
So I damn sure ain't have a relationship.
And I'm damn sure ain't looking you up. I'm just saying, like, it's different. When you go back to your 15, I'm 16.
Okay.
When I go back to my 15 years, 14. So it's different.
Okay.
That's junior 15. It depends on what part of the year, but that's going into About to either
No, it
finishing up
doesn't matter.
sophomore year or going into junior year.
For us, it doesn't because our birthday's in the summer.
But your 15 could be either you're about to be 16 or you just turned 15. That's what I'm saying. So you either just turned 15, you still got a whole year of 15, or you're about to end 15, you're about to turn 16. It depends on what part of the year. That's what I'm saying. But would I look you up? Why would I? You would have looked me up?
Yeah.
For what?
Okay,
and what would you say? Keep in mind though, you're the only one with the dream. So what are you about to say to me?
Just keep tabs on you.
What? Keep tabs on me?
Yeah.
Was poking a thing still a thing back there on Facebook?
What?
Where you could poke somebody on Facebook? You would have poked me?
Hell yeah.
Hell no.
Trying to get poked
Keep
back.
tabs on me?
Yeah.
At 15, you nasty motherfucker. Trying to get poked back? I caught that. Trying to get poked back. Mama Angela. Oh, you can't do nothing now. I mean, we're already out, but at 15 years old, I was not looking at girls like that. I liked the girls, but I was not trying to poke nobody. At 15, I had a girlfriend, so definitely not.
I had a boyfriend at 16.
That was so my time. Oh, what? Yeah, so that's crazy. You would have kept tabs on me? Like what?
Just check on you, make sure everything's good.
But now I'm intrigued. Like what in your eyes, what looks good mean? Like what is looking good?
I mean, just making sure you're staying on the right path so that our paths can cross when they need to.
But you don't know. See that? Ooh, that's tricky. You don't know what path would have led me straight to you.
I don't, but I also don't know that, or I also know that if you took the wrong path, that wouldn't lead to me. For instance,
how do you know if that's okay?
For instance, you doing some stupid shit and going to jail. That means we never gonna cross paths.
Okay. But you don't know that.
Oh no, I know.
How?
Because I know me, and I know that's not gonna happen.
But that's true because you don't know. I mean, I've never been to jail, but you don't know. Like, that's a little extreme. You don't know. Like, give me another example because jail is extreme.
Okay, so
give me something a little less intense.
Making sure you're not just out here in these streets. Because if you had a baby with somebody else, it would have been.
Oh, I already said I wasn't looking at nobody like that.
Yeah, at 15, but I'm keeping tabs on you until we meet. So you're not 15 anymore. You're grown up.
But that's the thing, though. You're keeping tabs from afar.
Yeah.
Right? So until we meet at 24 and 23. Let's go to 18. What would you tell yourself? If you could say, damn, I don't want to limit you. I was going to say 5 words. What would you tell yourself at 18? Keep it short. You can't be like, yeah, this is you're going to do this, and this is you're going to do that. You could tell them one thing.
Don't do the gap year.
Don't do the gap year. Oh, I forgot you did that.
Gap year turned into just not going back.
Oh, yeah, facts. Mine would be reevaluate the way you judge success.
That's beautiful.
Because, and at 18, I already know I would have been like, what? Because at 18, about to go to school, about to play soccer. Professional is in my forefront, but it's not like, oh, I'm going to be a professional. But it's like, just reevaluate the way you. I don't think I would have understood that until if I told myself that. I don't think that's detrimental enough to like change any of the decisions I made. So I think all that, I'm being cryptic for a reason. I think all that stuff would have happened. All the decisions would have happened, all that other shit. So what are we trying to say? Because the advice we're giving each other is leading to a path that we don't meet. So what are you trying to say?
I said I'm keeping tabs on you from when I was 15. So
this is 2 different scenarios. Either you go back to 15 or you get to go back and talk to your 18-year-old. You don't get to have both.
Oh, well, I choose 15.
No. You chose 18 in this scenario. So what you're trying to say, don't take the leap year. So you don't take the leap year and you go back to school and you get your, what's after this, master's? Graduate. You get your graduates or whatever. So what?
What are you trying to say?
What do you mean?
What are you questioning me for?
Because your advice to yourself was Don't take the leap year, the gap year. I'm sorry. Don't take the gap year. If you don't take the gap year, you don't end up at the job you did.
Not necessarily, because most masters you can do within a year or two. The gap year, I didn't meet you during my gap year. I met you after my
You
gap
didn't
year.
go back. But if you had not taken the gap year, you wouldn't have ended up there, because that master's would have lifted you to do something else. That's what I'm trying to say. Yours is more concrete. Don't take the gap year. Definitely puts you on a different path. Because you do the 1 year, or one a year and a half, and then you end up somewhere else.
I'm with Van Eric. Why can't we just get along?
I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying this is what
Our
it is.
enemies have succeeded.
Fuck them. What enemies? I don't have no damn enemies. They know where I stay at.
No, they don't.
Pull up.
No,
my
they don't.
enemies? What enemies? You just said Van Eric. He know where I stay at.
Oh, I'm not saying Van Eric is an enemy.
You just said he's right. Why can't we get our enemies have succeeded? Van Eric is the one that you talking
I'm
about.
not saying he succeeded. The enemies have succeeded.
So then why'd you bring him up?
Because he's the one
you
that
bringing Van Eric up and saying Van Eric is right. And then right after that, the enemies have succeeded.
Van Eric is the one that said that we never agree on anything.
And who is them? Who are the enemies?
The people.
And what are the people saying? How did they win?
The people want us to argue, and we're arguing.
That's dumb. Then they're not our enemies. They're our supporters. The whole point of this podcast is to argue. So if they want us to argue...
Society as a whole does not want to see marriage succeed. And we're arguing.
So because we're not arguing. Just because I don't agree with you doesn't mean I'm arguing with you. I'm just trying to get you to see a different perspective. That's a conversation.
Yes, dear.
I'm done. That yes, dear shit. Hell no. You're trying to appease me? Pacify me? Say goodbye to the people.
Happy Black History Month. Keep your minds open and your volumes turned up.
The slogan, maybe? Or the logo, whatever it is.
What's up, guys? Welcome to our living room. Thanks for tuning into the podcast. Be kind. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn the post notifications. Wow, I can't speak. Redo. You do it.
No. My rule. We all have a rule. That's yours.